While hiking around the Biocore Prairie in Madison, Wisconsin's Lakeshore Nature Preserve, this insect was standing on a bench in the sun. This brightly colored bug is a type of blister beetle, or Litta enea, to be specific. Their common name comes from the skin blistering effects of clathrin, a chemical they produce in their hemolymph, the analog of blood for a bug. Upon feeling threatened, these bugs can secrete clathrin from their leg joints. The clathrin-containing hemolymph can also be exposed when a blister beetle is crushed. This chemical breaks down connections between layers of skin, lifting the upper layers of the epidermis away from the lowest layer. Blistering sets in after 24 to 48 hours of contact, and can last 4 to 7 days. Clathrin is sold over the counter as wart remover, due to its ability to lift warts up on top of a blister and then fall off without scarring. Historically, people tried to use clathrin as an aphrodisiac, but the FDA has advised not to do that due to high rates of ulceration of the gastrointestinal tract. The combination of the shiny bronze elytra covering their wings, the orange color of their legs, and their bright green head and thorax all come together to create warning colors, also known as aposematic coloration, that indicate this species shouldn't be eaten. Looking closely, you can also see that their antennae are maniliform, or beaded. While contact with this beetle may mildly irritate humans for up to a week, for certain species of ground bee, a more dire fate is in store. As soon as the eggs hatch on a flower, the first type of larva, a triungulin, grabs on to the next bee that visits the flower, and hitches a ride back to the ground bee's nest. Once it reaches the nest, the triungulin feeds on the bees and molts, entering its next larval phase, known as the first grub, or a scarabiform. In this stage, the larva has a lower mobility than triungulins, and it doesn't feed. The first grub molts 3 more times before undergoing a larger transformation into a coarctate larva. Coarctates are completely immobile and share a visible similarity to a pupa. Larvae in this state are essentially paused and can stay in this form over the winter, or a few weeks depending on the environment. After coarctate, another molt occurs and the larva enters the second grub stage, where they still don't feed. If the environment is unfavorable, this insect has the ability to regress from the second grub back into the coarctate until conditions are better. Following the second grub, the larva finally molts into its pupal stage, where it undergoes major metamorphic changes and emerges as the adult you see on screen.